I love horror games. Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Dead Space, Doki Doki. Fear is not a fun experience, but when it's in a safe environment, it's thrilling. And I love thrills. You feel it all the time before and during the race. I'm talking about this because I was finally able to play a game I've been waiting to release, as well as being able to handle the fear before workouts. I'm excited to share my thoughts with you, so let's get this video started.
I got Pierre in this bitch, yeah. I got these hoes in this bitch, yeah. Carrots, they all in my ear, yeah. I got Pierre in this bitch, yeah. I got these hoes in this bitch, yeah. Carrots, they all in my ear, yeah. Fuck on all of these hoes, yeah. Taking like all of these hoes. And this bitch about to get chose. I might just wipe this bitch nose. Bitch, I fuck with them folks. I know some niggas in Clay Code.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Welcome back, everybody. It's March, and I want to update you all with my training because I think this is a good part to look back on. There's been some things that happened that I didn't expect to happen. Good things, which is always nice. But think of this as a part one. Part two is going to be about the races that I raced in April. I've done no races in March, so we don't really have to worry about that. But most of my training remained the same in April. So anyways, let's get down into the training. So in March, the weather has been raining and windy. It's been on and off. Some days I have to go inside and do it on the treadmill, which, I mean, it's kind of hard because you can't get quite the speed you need. The max is, 12 miles per hour on the treadmills that I'm working with. In the beginning of the month, I did an LT workout. I think it was about 3x2 mile with 2 minutes rest or so. And that was kind of the first workout where I started seeing some fitness. So my first 2 miles, like 10:30 something, and I realized, I was like, wow, this feels pretty slow. So the next 2 miles after that, 2 mile number 2 and 2 mile number 3, they were about a 10:16 average. And that was like, wow, I'm going like 5 away pace. This is pretty incredible. I've never gotten this fast in LT before. But then when I did 2x4 mile, I started seeing that my AT was getting faster. It was about 5:25, probably the first time I did it. Then it dropped down to like 5:17, and it kept going down to like 5:15. That one was 8 miles continuous. No, and again, no super shoes, but the real workouts that I've started really seeing, like, okay, we're getting fit and a sub 107 may be possible, is a 4 mile LT workout with 4 minutes rest, and then 3 miles at LT. I average about a 5:02 pace for that 4 mile, and then 5:02 pace for that 3 mile. And I mean, that's crazy. This is kind of embarrassing, but there's many times in these workouts I would have to poop in the middle of them, and it would either ruin the workout or just make the last half or last few reps just feel bad. And that's been quite frustrating. The one thing I will do for sure is probably switch to caffeine pills and not use coffee. The takeaway from this is that I have 1 year of post-collision running under my belt, and I'm starting to see what really works and what isn't working. And I'm really excited to see where the fall is going to take me, just because I think I know what I'm doing now.
We're running out of time.
Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
I'm coming with you.
We can't talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I've been waiting for Resident Evil 9 since 2021. What would this game be like with the conclusion of Resident Evil 8? Following 8, I played most of the mainline games, besides 2 OG, 3 Remake, and Code Veronica. This franchise has become one of my favorites among video games in the past 5 years, so the anticipation for RE9 was exciting. I remember the opening hours of the game. The story was like no other Resident Evil. The gameplay felt smooth, and my pants turned brown. Seriously, this opening encounter with the girl was horrifying. I was running and hiding for my life. I haven't felt like this since the baby
in RE8. Grace was my favorite addition to the game. Her voice actor, Angela Santabano, did an amazing job with voicing her. The stutter she has to Grace gives her so much more personality.
I'm Grace, Ashcroft.
And Grace, she's a unique heroine in the series because most of the others are skilled in combat. It's not quite like Ashley, since Grace is an FBI agent, but she's unlike Jill or Ada. Leon, the man, the myth, the legend.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
You know what, Leon? Say that again.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
His lines in the game gave me a laugh every time.
Silent treatment, I hope.
It was nice to have a change in playstyle, because it was engaging playing as him, trying to take down hordes of zombies. Between the two, they made RE9 a very fun experience, with Grace's horror element, which was my favorite part of the game, and Leon's action element, which I really enjoyed. There's one thing I didn't like about the game, which, to no one's surprise, it was the orphanage. I won't say much about it, but it's boring and it's not scary. I found a skip online which cuts the section by a few minutes, but it's not fun to play the section on repeat playthroughs. I'm glad the DLC will be here soon, because I just can't wait to play more of this title. I have the platinum, so I basically did everything in the game.
Come along on a ride you'll never forget with an all-new feature-length movie adventure.
Go!
Coming to video for the very first time.
Hold on!
Kiki's Delivery Service. It's a journey of friendship and courage. With Kiki, a witch in training who's just getting the hang of flying.
Hold on there, son!
It's the story of Kiki's quest for independence and all her extraordinary adventures. Featuring Kirsten Dunst as Kiki and Matthew Lawrence as Tombo. Kiki's Delivery Service, coming this summer only on video.
Kiki's Delivery Service is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. One thing I respect about it is how it's a coming-of-age story. Kiki leaves her small, quiet town to the big city where things are very different. I can relate to that because I left my parents' place in a small country town and moved to Lansing. Although I thought this specific theme was past my stage of life, there's one portion that will always linger. There's still the entire world to explore, each country with its own culture and customs. There's a place I'm going next week, completely different than the United States. Part of me enjoys the mystery of imagining what this place would be like, but I need to know the truth so I can grow as a human being. What about the other big events in life that cause change? Marriage? A new career? Kids? I have a dream that I want to accomplish before I die. It doesn't involve running, but I'll be a beginner at the start. The whole process Kiki goes through, I will again too. The process of something new and exciting. The process of frustration and doubt. The process of wanting to give up. Then, the process of regaining composure of why I started this in the first place. I think the best example I can give is for my language learning passion. I've been practicing Japanese for a little bit more than a half a year. It was so fun in the beginning, learning the alphabet, saying new phrases, and understanding simple stuff. Minasan, konnichiwa, Kobe desu. Ima, Nihongo ga skoshi hanashimasu. Kedo, mada takusan benkyou shite masu. Mada amari hanasemasu. At a certain point, your progression slows, and it becomes harder to learn new things as quickly. I was at this point for a bit, and I dropped the language for a few months before I came back in January to learn it again. Now I remember why I started learning Japanese in the first place. It's because I like Japanese entertainment. I believe Kiki's Delivery Service is a movie everyone should watch. No matter what stage of life you're at, it's a good reminder that things will be different, and there will be stages of doubt. Despite these uncomfortable situations, you must remain true to yourself and persevere. There's a reason why you started what you love in the first place.